Good afternoon, everyone. I will present another chamber tombs from our excavations in Berenike, well-known map, and we are moving north, which another chamber tombs were located in N1 necropolis. I explored two trenches, T160 and T165. We will start from the chamber in the north, which was excavated in 2023 in November, and we discovered another example of a chamber, this time with several compartments, general observations. The measures of the tomb, 5.75 to almost 4 meters. Western chest with two burial compartments, two shafts. From the south, another chest, and one additional chest in northeastern part. As we saw, and we can say that this is repetitive plan, but still the organization of the burial space inside is every time a little bit different. So here is a stratification. It's quite simple, and also it continues the observations made by Emilia and by Sana. The tomb construction probably in late 4th century. And the tomb was used in 5th century. So we have original architecture, funerary architecture, quite well preserved. At least 5 to 6 rows of coral heads preserved to the height of 60 centimeters above the floor. In case of T160, we don't have this nice floor from abrased little corals. We have just gravel and little stones. And during the process, we have some rest of primary burial deposits called marked as a locus 11, seen here. And after this, we have the layers of post-burial process. Yeah, slowly the tomb was filled by sand, and after some time was looted, and many squares in the stratigraphic tree was marked from this process. So most of materials registered, they were not found in situ. They were moved by this looting activity. So this is some photos. These are the photos from during the excavation, and we can see in the lower photography the broke in the wall, which probably were cut by robbers to enter the tomb and to plunder it. In the photo in the top photo, we can see the sandy field which was covering the moved deposit. And let's see what we found. In this on this moved deposit by the robbers, we registered some groups of artifacts and loose bones. They were marked as a locus 6 and locus 7. And probably it was moved deposit from nearby chest. The locus 6 was thrown out to the from this southern chest, and locus 07 were this is deposit created after looting the chest in northeastern wall. Some photos of the shafts which were found in during the excavation. On the first picture, the presentation of the southern chest. Below we have the western chest. As in previous examples, the very typical for these chambers way to have a separate space along the western wall opposite the entrance. There were two compartments with nice curved shafts, quite deep, 1.4 meters under the floor, and other examples from right. We have an infrastructure of the northeastern shaft. These are the burial spaces from T160 found in 2023. And what among the layers, what we can mark as a manifestations of funerary practice? As in other examples, we have lamps, which suggests us the date of using the tomb. They are first example is the African lamp from 5th century, the characteristic so-called frog lamp, and examples of incense burners. Also traces of copper alloy elements, which could be parts of some kind of funerary wooden chest, as Emilia shown us on her presentation, and relics of votive deposits, which probably originally were positioned on the left from the entrance in the corner of the chamber. It was mainly the hulle, the water containers, some aswan, red slipware, a bowl, also Eastern Desert ware cups, and late Roman glass cups. So we can say that the set for offering is more or less the same. It's repetitive in every example. And here we have some presentation of stone material used to constructing the chests and the shafts. What is interesting, many kinds of colorful stones were used to build the inner elements of the tomb, and also some materials from Roman Berenike anhydrite blocks were reused to construct chests and other structures, which was elevated above the floor. And some observations I've already mentioned. The inner space, 13 square meters. It was organized for 4 burial shafts, so we can suppose that 4 individuals were buried. The elaboration of stones is fine elaborated, so lots of work was needed to create all the space. And we haven't observed associated graves in amphora or other nearby in the neighborhood of the 160 in this research area. And let's move to other example, to tomb in the trench, chamber tomb in trench 165, which was discovered in between 160 and 144, excavated in 2021. This chamber was fully excavated in recent season, finished in March this year. And let's compare this structure from the first look. We can observe is quite modest. We have only one underground shaft, and we have a space which was cut by robbers, and also we can say that the back wall is very thin in compare to the massive facade open to the city. Additionally, in western part of our scientific area, we registered minor funerary structures, which was located behind the chamber tomb. And general view, as I said before, the repetitive plan, the entrance from the east, the traces from of the western chest opposite, the floor made of gravel, and infrastructure inside. Stratifications vary the same, maybe with a suggestion that there is a possibility that it wasn't rubbed once, but even more, because the inside of the chamber is very destroyed. What is visible here, especially here on the in the picture on the right, where we have cuts of the looting action, and even the holes where the robbers were checking if any hidden shafts were placed in the tomb. And what is interesting, these minor structures in the west, they were rubbed too. Here we have some traces of broken walls, but at least we observe the pattern of the organization of this architecture. It seems that is typical to place an anhydrite altar in the in the southern part of this little tombs. They were mimicking the bigger chamber tombs. They are the place for the burial is in an underground shaft covered with walls built from coral heads elevated above the using level. The trench 165 was, I can say, unique because of the preservation of wooden elements. And on the floor, on the layer, the deposit on the floor, we notice some shades and wooden elements making a shape, the rectangular shape, which was interpreted as a remains of a door. Here on the right, we have some plan with marked traces of woods, and also we have rows of iron nails making lines in 4 rows, which could be some constructive elements for the planks, creating the whole construction of the door. The wideness of this structure is around half a meter, which fits to the entrance, which was over half meter wide. These remains also allows us to make observation about the general height of the entrance. This construction was high for 1.4 meter, so it could give us some impression how high was originally the chamber. Except this element, also wooden parts of thresholds were preserved, which was here in the entrance threshold with nice curved slabs of anhydrite, so it was well organized door opening the entrance to the chamber. And another feature which is quite interesting, on the right from the entrance, the floor was weak, mixed. The layer was mixed with ashes, some burnt bones. So we wanted to verify these parts in search to another hidden underground shaft. But we found very shallow deposit, probably originally some kind of stone box, and in the layer significant admixture with burned bones. If it was some kind of burial, it's not sure. We are waiting for analysis of the bones, and in case it would be animal bones, it could be interpreted as a place for burning or offering some burnt animals, some kind of offering in this way. And other observations, other finds from this trench is the burial in an amphora, the infants burial in LL1 amphora placed in front of the building. This is the youngest burial in this area, because the cut for the grave was cutting the deposit from the grave, from the chamber grave. And what we can say that it was infants covered in a textile, placed in prepared cutted container as an associated younger grave. Other manifestations of funerary practice, unfortunately, due to the robbery process, we haven't found the many examples of offerings, but in general, these traces are the same, more or less, to the other examples. We have Aswan bowls, we have late Roman amphora, we have a very nice bowl from Oasis Karga. This is a new element, but some incense burners, of course, but also we were very happy to find from collapse mixed layer, but still some particles of yellow resin, which were used, important probably, and which were used to burning in incense burners. So we have examples what was burned in this incense stories. And in the end, the mysterious object from minor tomb, minor shaft, locus 14, the deepest of shafts, some crescent disc, which we don't know what it is exactly. Maybe it's some kind of weight. Or it has another function connected with ritual. What we can say, it has some analogies. Similar disc was found in Naucratis, dating from Ptolemaic period. Also, the item from Naucratis wasn't interpreted. Authors of this find suggesting that this could be a loom weight or other kind of weight. So this question is open for discussion. And some traces of post-abandonment process, a robbery, the broken wall in southwestern part, another broken wall in northwestern part. So the place to break in was chosen wisely near the western chest. And the layout of the searching area by looters, which the floor is destroyed, the compartment of the western chest is also destroyed, and some minor rubbering holes. And the same situation with the minor graves, shafts located in the back of the chamber. Here we have some deposit thrown away the shaft, so we can connect it this loci to each other. And a very short comparison where we can say that these two chamber tombs they were similar in space, in plan, but the first example had a very complicated layout, internal layout. The four burial shafts were placed. In the 165, only one. In first example, we have floored shafts, nicely curved. In T165, we have one shaft dug into natural layer without the floor. In T160, we have no associated graves, and the opposite situation in the other example. Also, there are differences in using materials, probably due to many shafts, many spaces elevated above the floor. In first example, the use of colorful stones were observed. In other example, mainly reused, mainly unheated blocks were reused. And what is common to both examples, we can say that the plan is repetitive, more or less, in all as far shown chambers. We have this significant separate burial place in the western chest, similarities in floor construction, and similar votive offerings. They are drinking sets, water containers, and other items like incensories, date of construction, late 4 to 5th century common era. And also these chamber tombs have similar post-abandonment process, which contains the very intense looting activity. After this excavation, we can say that in general, the architecture is well taught. They involving specialized constructors, stonemasons, and what suggests that these graves were intended for elites. But among the chamber tombs, the minor funerary structures were found, and they also following the idea of the underground stone chest, which suggests some differentiation of post-Roman society. Thank you very much for your attention. And this the last slide is formal necessity. My presence in Berenike was supported by the NAVA program when I tried to realize this subject. Thank you very much.